Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where last episode we kind of won our war against Castile, in a manner of speaking. Unfortunately, we weren't the war leader, so we didn't get to choose what the peace deal was, and that ended up meaning we lost a couple colonies down here. But overall, I would argue that we won the war. So that is absolutely wonderful. We have 277 gold right now, and we do have some loans, 1896 gold to be precise. I would also like to be rooting out some corruption around here or so. That'll be fine. And we need to start expanding our military. Hopefully, Europe won't decide to get all angry at us again. We'll see. So for now, what I want to do is we can expand our military up by 5 per army if we don't want to exceed our force limit. So I'm thinking about that, and I'm thinking, how would we divide up 5 here? I don't want to add more cavalry. I think our cavalry amount is decent. And I would like to get possibly 2 units of infantry here, and then 2 units of artillery. That's, of course, 4. So maybe we get 3 of each and go slightly over our force limit. Our force limit should, after all, eventually go up. So that seems potentially reasonably fine. Now, we are gaining 482 manpower per month, so we're going to be able to recruit these quite quickly, which is good. We're able to get ourselves another unit of infantry here. And that all seems absolutely wonderful. Now, we just auto-renewed a loan, which is, of course, not ideal, but here we are. It's fine. We could do a sale of titles. I don't think this is a good idea. This will drop our crownland too far. So that is definitely not something that I want to do. What I do want to do, of course, is get another large cast iron cannon here. 50 admin power? No, we're going to lose some local autonomy. That's okay. That'll come back eventually. I'm not too concerned about it. If we take a look at our military here, 59 out of 65. Okay, our goal is 66, so that seems good. We just got another dip tech, which is, of course, fantastic. And we can now seize land, which we absolutely should do. Done. So that is great. We need more land seizure, of course, but for now, this will have to do. So we're going to take this up to 15, 2, and 15, which should be not quite right. It should be 17, 2, and 15. So 15, 2, and 17, if you will. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves another pair of cannon here. That'll be good. Did we just get an event for this manpower, or did I just ignore it coming in? Maybe I ignored it. Okay, so a mercantilism in exchange for 25 dip power isn't great. Portugal is planning to attack Pima. Okay, we don't exactly care about that. So let's bring our cannon here up to 17. We're going to have to wait 1 more month tick after this. And we just lost a stability. Okay, that's understood. And we're currently losing money. Let's see if that's continually a thing. Okay, we gained our free stability back. Sure. Okay, it is indeed continually a thing for right now. Lose some military power or lose some prestige. I'm going to lose the military power here. It's not amazing. But let's grab Admin Tech 13 for that production efficiency. That'll be very useful for us for sure. And will that pull us positive financially? The answer is no. And this is, of course, because we are enlarging our army. So that is absolutely understood. Are our forts turned down? Yes, they are. They are not maintained. Okay. So that's good to know. Our fleet maintenance is currently turned down. So we're going to have to turn down our rooting out of corruption a little bit here. And I'm going to put us about here. We're almost done recruiting our military, so we're not going to have too much more expansion there. But as you can see here, we're currently at 64 of 66. So we need to bring this up to 66 of 66. That'll be fine. I'm going to gain the 252 ducats here, actually. That will be fine, because what that allows us to do is that allows us to repay one of these loans and pay less in interest, which would be good. There we go. So that'll be fine for now. Now we can set an agenda here. I would definitely like to do that. Let's see. A base tax for building a temple. That'd be pretty decent. We'll do that. Where is this? Up here. Okay, so we need to build a temple here. We'll need some gold for that, of course, and we'll wait for that to come in. Eventually, it will happen. Okay, so 14, 2, and 16, that is correct. This is, however, 15, 2, and 17. So, we're going to need to have our force limit be at 68. Okay, that is fine. It's definitely something we can do, but it's going to be slightly painful in terms of economy, just because we're going a little bit over our force limit. Although I do expect that to go up over time, so that should be fine. We have some particularists revolting. Where? I don't see any particularists. Okay, sure. I definitely don't see particularists, but whatever. So that's fine for now, and you can see we're at 68 out of 66. That's going to cost us 2 ducats per month. Local settler increase for the penal colony. I'm going to take that, actually. That'll be fine. And we can purchase an ability here. We already have the institution spread, so that's fine. Prestige per development of missionary. War score cost versus other religions, minus 25%, is actually quite good. We're going to take that for now. And I want to check in, where are we at for our war exhaustion? 0. Okay. So our army is expanded at this point. Our war exhaustion is gone, and we're building up manpower. We have about 10% manpower right now. So we could think about going to war with New Granada. Out of curiosity, would Castile actually defend them? Well, we are currently truced, so that is not an option. When is that truce up? In about a year. Okay. We'll let that go for now. So over here in Totonac, we are still improving relations with them. Or actually, we're not. This is dropping at this point. So that's noted. So they're at 117 right now. Okay. We can actually annex them at 117 opinion? That's insane. Do it. Okay, we're going to get started on that. Sure. We would like to get some of these vassals that we've got here under our control so that they don't give us the situation we were just in. And yes, I know England is up here creating English Mexico. It's very rude, but Newfoundland is planning to attack not us, so we don't exactly care. Now, we could grant a new world charter, and that will, of course, give us an explorer. And I would like to do that. Where's our other navy at, though? We already had an explorer. Okay. Well, you can head off, and you can circumnavigate the globe. Now, that's not going to be very successful. We are going to build a caravel here. I don't have the gold to build a caravel in the other 2 locations. Sure. Our income is very low at this time, and I'm wondering, would we be growing our corruption if we aren't rooting it out? No, we're dropping it due to positive stability. Okay, so we're just going to sit like this for the time being. It's going to be a little painful economically for us for the moment. But I do want to get a caravel building here, and then a 3rd caravel building here as soon as we can. So that's going to take a few months, and that is understood. So that's all absolutely fine. We'll get another, like, 2 month ticks here, and we'll be able to get a 3rd caravel going. So that's great. I don't actually care about this. That's fine. I would like to actually do a sale of titles. Do we think we can get away with it without dropping our crownland? I don't think so. We're at 38%. I think we need to be over 30. And yes, these ships are all lost, which isn't surprising. We just needed to make some progress here as we explore our way through. So that's the only thing we can do over there, and that's understood. 50 admin power is something we're absolutely going to take, and the question is, when does the next institution spawn? Global trade spawns in 10 years. Okay, we would need this to be the highest valued trade node in the world. That's not going to happen, so we're not too concerned about that one. Our truce just expired with literally everyone on the planet. Okay, perfect. So that's all good. I'm immediately thinking about attacking New Granada. We're going to move down this way, because we want this territory for sure. We also need to keep in mind that we do have multiple colonies down here. So that is costing us a fair amount right now. If we look at our colonial maintenance, we can see that that's costing us 8.88 ducats per month. But our army maintenance is by far the biggest thing here. I would really like to get this number up. I'm wondering what autonomy is like out over here in Cuba. Yeah, that's still dropping. Okay, that's noted. Okay, our colony down here just became self-sustaining. That's perfect. We are then going to send our colonist over here. It's going to take him a very long time to get there, but that's okay. I don't want to start a new colony just yet. We can also make a state down here, which we probably should arguably do, and let's get a core down there. Excellent. And we'll get these guys in position down here to launch an invasion of New Granada. The question is, if we're just fighting New Granada and no one else, how's this gonna go? And I think the answer is quite well, to be honest. So I think we just declare this. Nobody comes in. We have no diplomats. Right. Let's pull back this diplomat. There we go. And now I think we just declare this, and we steal a bunch of stuff from New Granada, is the idea. We're gonna come in down over here. They won't be defended by Castile, and that is extraordinarily important for us. Also, the fact that Castile is still Castile. That's the thing. Okay, so minus 24.73. I want to cut our naval maintenance. I want to keep that low. And these forts up here, they are still unnecessary. So we're going to re-mothball these forts, saving ourselves a bunch of money. And hopefully not going too far into debt here. I think this fort is still useful to maintain. So we're at minus 8.21. Okay, this is mostly due to our reinforcement right here. So that's understood. I think we'll finance this with... I don't want to do a sale of titles, but I think we'll finance it with a sale of titles. Yeah, it's not ideal for sure. But we'll do it that way. And then from here, we could use that money to pay off some of our debts. But I'm not going to do that for now. We'll do that after this war. Okay. So we're going to be running a bit of a deficit for right now. And eventually that deficit will stop. Okay, so we're keeping these guys together for the moment. And we're just going to wait on this. What is our war goal, actually? Okay, this is the war goal. So ticking war score is on our side right now. Beautiful. So we're going to head down over to here. Excellent. And this should be a very easy war for us, since we're fighting New Granada alone. And that is absolutely wonderful. So we're going to invade here. I'm going to push in like so. And again, we're keeping our forces pretty close together. Cool. Now, this loan I want to repay, which we're going to do. We're actually positive financially right now, and that is because we're not reinforcing our armies at this moment. That will change, of course, but for now, it is absolutely fine. So we actually don't need to keep our armies together. We know that New Granada only has 23,000 troops. So this is fine. We can keep our armies split for the moment. We lost our Master of Mint. I'm not going to replace him right now since we're running a deficit in this war. Well, hi, New Granada. That's half their army. That's half their army right there. Okay. We're going to finish this occupation, and we're going to head back and see about fighting them. Losing a stability. Okay, that's fine. That's normal. So now the question is, where are the New Granadan borders? Well, New Granada's capital is out over here. For now, I want to continue to grab territory down this way. And the question is, just how much of New Granada can we take? I suspect the answer to that is a significant amount. Okay, so we're going to fight them here. That's a very easy victory for us. We did not stack wipe that, but that's okay. So we're going to continue to head down this direction. This looks good. We've got 973 gold right now. Enemy invasion imminent. Is that true? I don't think that's actually true. Yeah, I don't see an invasion here. Okay, there they are. Sure. We'll turn back around, and we'll go fight them there. That seems fine. So I want to get some exploration done down over here. We know where the New Granadan armies are, so this all seems relatively fine. Okay, so they invaded right here. Beautiful. We're going to catch them very easily. This will be another very easy battle for us. It's only mildly annoying. Unfortunately, we didn't stack wipe them either. This loan I want to repay. There we go. How are we doing right now? 3.22? That's not too bad. Okay, we know they have an army up over here, and I'd like to chase that down, but they're probably going to disappear into the fog. We'll see if we can find them. So for now, this is looking relatively okay. Keep in mind, a lot of the money that we're making right now is through looting, and we'll see what that ends up being like. Okay, I want to head in here and see what we can see. Currently, we don't see anything. Castile was building a spy network. Okay, that's not shocking. And we're just going to head up over this way. Wonderful. Enforce peace from Castile. Okay, they're demanding that we make a white peace, or else they'll join the war against us. The question is, how much do we care about Castile doing that? A fair amount, actually. So we might just want to take our gains and go. It's very unfortunate. Okay, that's not going to be a thing, so we're just going to have to come back up over here. We weren't able to send a separate piece. They just enforced the piece. Yeah, very rude. That's okay. At this point, what we need to do is we need to bring our fleet maintenance back up. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. We just need to prevent Castile from being able to get in over this way with significant numbers of troops. We're going to come fight Castile up over here. Who else is in this? Is it just Castile? It's just Castile. Noted. We lost a bunch of soldiers. That's fairly normal. And we just need to get these guys' morale back up, right? So we won the Battle of Pastos here. That's okay. And we're going to send these forces on in. This is not threatening to us. We can also enact a government reform, which I would be delighted to do. What can we do? Tier 6? Okay. So we have access to National Unrest -1, Yearly Absolutism, and Maximum Absolutism. I kind of want the Absolutism. We're going to go with that. Okay, cool. So we're sending our force up over here. We're regenerating the morale of our navy. And I also want to make sure that our explorer is leading our navy. So that'll be fine for now. Okay, I want these guys to continue to take territory down here. And the real question is, at this point, when will the Castilians show up and where? Our navy is quite strong. If we compare that to the Castilian navy is actually only 45. That is really very weak. Okay, so I want to come stack wipe this force here. We're going to extend this loan. And we gain some benefits from printing press, sure. Okay, so our navy is now ready to head out over this way. Cool. We win this battle, no problem, and we're going to come down here. These guys are still occupying this territory, understood. We're going to head in here for the time being. Okay, so we're getting this with our vassal, so I want to just head straight on through here. Castile is definitely being a bit of a jerk here, but it's fine. We kind of expected Castile to be a jerk, to be honest. Okay, so they're high war enthusiasm right now. We've already gotten New Granada significantly weakened, though. Castile was very late to this party. So, at this point, I kind of want to move our fleet over here and prevent Castilians from coming in over this side. So that's what we're going to do for now. Okay, we annex our subject up over here. I like it. We're going to make that into a state. We're going to full core all of that if we need to, but we don't need to. We can immediately start work on getting conversions done up here. That, of course, costs money, but that's understood. Okay, so we're going to come out over here for now. We also just got these guys. Okay, That's going to be a bit of an issue, isn't it? 71 out of 67. Yeah, we really need to get rid of these. Okay, so that'll be fine for now. That puts us at 68 out of 67, which will be much better. And I want these guys down in Piwa, down here. Cool. Okay, so we're currently blockading their capital. And the question is, how much can we actually get out of this, right? So, minus 5.12. I don't really want to repay this loan right now. And we're going to head up over this direction. I want these guys to head in here. And again, we'll see just how much we can get out of New Granada here. So, ticking war score is, of course, on our side. And that's wonderful. We see a small Castilian fleet out over here for the time being. I'm not too concerned about that. Okay. We're just keeping an eye on what they have out over in this area. We need to explore more things, right? And that's exactly what we're doing. So we're just going to head up over here. Enemy invasion imminent. And this is back over here. I don't think we pull our fleet back in time. But we could pull this army back. And that seems reasonably fine for the time being. Okay, so this is a fort, and we'll get that done fairly soon. We're already at 7% on it. But yeah, there's definitely some marauding going on back here. I'm going to unmothball this fort right now. There we go. And we're going to get these guys back to that fort. Perfect. We gained 50 admin power. That seems fine. And these guys are currently fleeing, hilariously. Okay, they instantly sieged that because we didn't get a month tick. That's understood. Okay, so we're going to gain a bunch of ducats here. That's fine. Once again, I'm going to unmothball this fort. And hopefully, yeah, we'll get a month tick. So that fort will hopefully prevent them from doing shenaniganery out over here. But the Castilians are definitely very rude for doing this. Although, again, it's really, really not surprising. Okay, we won this siege. I want to come down and deal with this small Castilian force here. And we also see a New Granadan force down here, a relatively large one. So that is definitely noted. So we're going to attack the Castilians up over here. There we go. That was 2 war score specifically against Castile, and we managed to stack wipe that unit. So that is wonderful. I want to come down this direction here and give battle down here. Enemy invasion imminent up here. Okay. What do we have directly against Castile? Well, New Granada is a vassal or lesser partner of a union, so we can't separate peace them. That's understood. At this point, they would not give this, although it's kind of close. So that's fine. I'm thinking about raising a small merc force up here, but I think that's a bad idea, ultimately. Let's grab scientific experimentation. That's okay. And yeah, I definitely want to head down here and fight these guys. So they're trying to run away. We gained a bunch more ducats. I like it. Okay, they retreated from this. That is to be expected. And they're currently occupying out in Cuba. So that's understood. Let's go cut off their naval access there. And we're just sieging back over here for now. Okay, that's all understood. So back up over this way we go. We're sieging here. That should get done fairly soon. I'm going to re-mothball this fort, though. Yeah, they're occupying up in Cuba. Absolutely 100% understood. That is completely and totally fine. So now we're going to head off over this direction. And we see that they are trying to do some shenaniganery out over here. It's okay. Not too concerned about it. We'll continue to convert. And eventually, this fort will fall. But it's still at -7, which is unfortunate. These guys are heading up this direction, presumably for the war goal. I'm not that concerned about it right now. I want to continue to occupy down over this way. Our colony here just became self-sustaining. That is beautiful. That means that we can send a colonist out to Panama. Which we will do. We can make a state down over here. That looks good. And then we'll need to full core this. Which again, we'll do. And I would love to catch this fleet down here. We'll see if we're able to. We are not. Okay. Zealots up over here. Well, that's probably fine. Okay. We'll gain an innovativeness. That's absolutely a-okay. This will eventually fall, but it hasn't fallen yet, which is actually problematic for us. I expected this fort to go down faster than this. The plan was that these guys would be up on Cuba by now. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to transport them over. Beautiful. So that looks good. We're going to need to take back some territory up over here, which is understood. The Castilians are being jerks. It's not surprising. Okay, I want these guys... taking this back is maybe okay. I'm going to shift consolidate this. We're going to send a unit here and a unit here to go a little faster. And then these guys are going to head up to here for now. Our colony here just became self-sustaining. We'll head over to Darien. Perfect. So these guys are currently here. We're waiting to transport over to Cuba. And we lost a little bit of unit here. So we need to head over. Okay. Well, we can see they're down to medium war enthusiasm at this point. And we're just going to head up and fight these guys. Wonderful. Grouping these together for the moment. And they are going to come join us. Or rather, they're going to come attack people. So that'll be fine. This unit is now fully up here. So I'm going to shift consolidate. We're going to walk into Havana. And the question is... Well, no, this is fine. This is absolutely fine for now. Okay, so we easily win that fight. That's not surprising. This is going to group back together, and we're going to take this down. I'm going to leave a unit behind, and the rest of our force is just going to head out over to here. So the siege of Bogota, huh? They sieged that back? Yeah, that's fine. That's relatively expected. Castile joining this is very rude, but not shocking. Okay. So we're going to eliminate this army. I don't think that's quite going to stack wipe. Oh, it did. Okay, cool. So we're going to split up some forces here, and they're just going to head out and take a bunch of this. And these guys will head in here. There we go. That'll be fine. And we're going to head down over here. Cool. So this all looks absolutely a-okay. No problem whatsoever. I'm going to move these guys. Actually, we can keep them here if we wanted to. It's reasonably fine. We do have another conversion that we can do. There we go. Okay, so all of this is coming back to us now. We're going to group these guys back up, and these are going to head over here. Wonderful. This loan we're going to extend, and we're going to continue to head down this direction for the moment. Okay, so now they would accept this. They have 24 reasons to accept it, in fact. This is a lot of aggressive expansion. Specifically with New Granada and Caribas. Interesting. I'm wondering if we can get a lot out of this. We might be able to. So, I want to use our fleet to transport these guys to here. Which is exactly what we're going to do for now. Portugal's opinion of us can't go down too much further than it already is, so this seems fine. We are going to lose the diplomatic power, unfortunately. And we're going to fight New Granada's forces right here, which we won. And we're going to head over and retake Bogota. Excellent. So, now that we've got these forces turned around here, we do have access to better cannon combat width. Okay, that's noted. Cool. So that'll be fine. So we're going to get this invasion completed. There we go. Let's take Bogota back. That shouldn't take very long to siege that, in theory. Yeah, we're already at 7. So that looks good. And we're just going to use our fleet to bring these guys down, group them back up. And I want them to just kind of push along this coast towards the New Granadan capital, is the idea here. Okay. So we're going to head to Maracaibo. That looks good. Siege of Bogota is over. We're going to explore up here, but it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue frankly dominating this war. This is not going well at all for Castile. We're going to go see if we can catch this fleet, but I doubt we can. It would be great if we could, though. That's like half their fleet. So that would be amazing. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.